and reinforced its commitment to deeper involvement in safe and resourced efforts to ease the crisis in neighboring Haiti. The COFCOR convenes special meetings in the margins of the annual United Nations General Assembly in New York. The Clarence Fitzroy Brand College, or CFBC, is celebrating its 35th anniversary this year under the theme Honoring the Past and Exploring Partnerships for an Enriching and Sustainable Future. The college is also recognizing the pioneers of the institution with the commemoration of Founders Day on Tuesday. In a recorded message, President of CFBC, Andrew Abraham, underscored the significance of this milestone.
As we pay tribute to the visionaries who laid the foundation of this esteemed institution, this remarkable milestone not only signifies the passage of time, but also underscores the unwavering commitment to education and growth that has served as the bedrock of this institution.
He used the opportunity to thank those who were instrumental in the establishment of the institution.
On this day, we extend our sincerest gratitude to the trailblazers and innovators whose unwavering determination laid the foundation of this esteemed institution. We express our utmost appreciation to the educators who have tirelessly imparted knowledge and ignited an unquenchable thirst for learning in their students.
Mr. Abraham also spoke of the impact the college has had over the years.
For over 3 decades, the Clarence Fitzroy Brand College has stood as a beacon of knowledge, a hub of talent, and a symbol of unity. The college has made a profound impact on the lives of numerous individuals, providing them with opportunities for success, nurturing their aspirations, and equipping them with the expertise and knowledge to navigate a consistently changing world. On this day,
according to CFBC's website, the institution was established in 1988, which was then called College of Further Education, and was mandated to consolidate and augment the opportunities for tertiary level education in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Asani MacDonald has been elected as president of the St. Kitts National Youth Parliament Association, or SCANIPA, following its annual general meeting on Sunday. Also following the elections, Jaylin Monzak will serve as vice president, Trosania Douglas as general secretary, Vikel Edwards Douglas as treasurer, and Malaika Howell as public relations officer. The electoral process was supervised by chairman of the Electoral Council, Dennis Knight, and 2 honorary members, Sam Condor and Dwyer Astafan. The AGM was held under the theme, Energized at 22, Leading the Way for Our Nation's Youth. In presenting his end-of-year report, immediate past President Muriel Knight listed some of the significant accomplishments of the association, which include successful hosting of SCANIPA Youth Forum, the formal establishment of diplomatic ties with the National Youth Parliament Association of Antigua and Barbuda, establishment of a working relationship with the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, creation and successful staging of Youth Lounge with SCANIPA, and successful working visit by SCANIPA to St. John's, Antigua for the 2nd Joint Youth Assembly. The featured speaker was SCANIPA alumnus Patrice Harris, who served as president from 2019 to 2021. We move now to news on the regional scene. Antigua and Barbuda has received support from the Pan American Health Organization to combat mosquito-borne diseases. The Central Board of Health has enlisted the help of experts from the Pan American Health Organization to conduct tests on the Aedes aegypti mosquito population. ABS's Jamie J. Roche reports.
From eggs to adults, local health and laboratory technicians are closely observing Aedes aegypti mosquitoes. They're growing the insects in a laboratory in St. John's, where critical resistance testing are taking place. Experts from Pan American Health Organization, including consultant Alexandra Wright are training the technicians to identify and test the target mosquitoes.
The team has conducted a CDC bottle bioassay, and what that does is test resistance to mosquitoes that are in the community here to the insecticide malathion, which is the one that's being sprayed and fogged.
2 local technicians meticulously test mosquito samples to assess their vulnerability to the insecticide. The test involves exposing the mosquitoes to the malathion and observing whether they die within 30 minutes or less.
If they've died, then that means that they are still susceptible to malathion, which means it's working, which is good.
But she says if any survives, that means there could be resistance developing in a local mosquito population. Luckily, the results so far have been positive.
The test went really well. The team was really successful in doing the test, and it's still ongoing before we can tell the whole results. But so far, the test has shown that malathion is still working. So we cross our fingers that the rest of the week and next week, the results will remain that way.
These findings will have significant implications for local officials, like Chief Health Inspector Sharon Martin, who's responsible for mosquito control and public health.
Based on the final outcome, we'll make a decision as to where we go from here in terms of whether they're resisting the chemical we're using, that we need to change it.
Right here, we have a powerful tool in the fight against mosquitoes, a microscope. It allows the technicians to examine these tiny creatures and ensure they're testing female Aedes aegypti, since they are the ones that spread diseases.
Let's take a peek and get up close and personal with these potentially disease-carrying insects. Whoa, look at that intricate structure. Well, these mosquitoes might be small, but they certainly pack a big punch when it comes to their impact on public health.
Beyond the laboratory, these tiny pests wreak havoc in communities, spreading diseases such as dengue fever and chikungunya. That's why the work being done here is so vital in protecting the health and well-being of the population. Jamie J. O'Shea, ABS News.
Grenada is considered one of the few countries that can be considered relatively safe. The Royal Grenada Police Force is credited for maintaining law and order and success in recent cases of gun-related crimes. More in this GBN News report.
Prime Minister and Minister for National Security, Deacon Mitchell, is commending members of the RGPF for their significant work in solving crimes. His commendation takes on particular significance as it comes against the backdrop of the recent surge in violent crimes across the country.
I want to take the opportunity to thank the Royal Grenada Police Force for the significant work that it has been doing in difficult circumstances to address solving or at least making arrests in many of the, in all, frankly, of the situations where we've done so, where persons have lost their lives. You know, the loss of one life is a loss too many, particularly if it's someone else who's taking your life.
The Prime Minister is particularly concerned about the alarming increase in gun-related homicides on the island.
For those of us who are aware of persons who have firearms, especially legal firearms, please encourage them to turn the firearms in. The homicides themselves demonstrate that the probability of your life ending via the same firearm increases significantly if you yourself are in possession of unlawful firearms. Because the question is, why do you need it? And what use do you intend to make of it? So I want to use this as an opportunity really to plead to persons who are involved either in trading, buying, selling, exchanging, importing, or in possession of unlawful firearms. So please hand the firearms to the police.
During a recent press conference,